Shana, thank you for joining us for the moment. Well, we continue to get you the latest reactions that are coming in from ground. Kamaljeet Sandhu is with us from outside the police headquarters, where we're seeing that some of the protesters are trying to break the barricades that have been set up to ensure that they do not enter the police headquarter building, because since morning they've been gathering outside the police headquarter. They plan to lay siege to the police headquarter after what one of the policemen did yesterday. One of the ACPs went out at the protester at the hospitals. This as she was demanding answers of the ministers who were making visits to the hospital. My colleague Kamaljeet Sandhu, I think, has Kavita Krishnan with her. Let's listen in.
There's a scathing anger. Why do you think even the people of the high court understand why we are not crossing any line? This is our police headquarters. We have tried to talk to the Delhi police commissioner. They have refused to meet us. They are saying no one is available to meet any protest. So on a day like this, why can't the police commissioner at least, meet the angry people? We are just saying that much, and I think that's a very, very valid and genuine anger. At the same time, I'd like to say that those groups who are raising slogans like "Churiya Pehno" and stuff like that, the point is they are raising anti-feminist, anti-women slogans. So ABVP and BJP people are raising slogans like "Churiya Pehno." Frankly, we are women. We are proud of being women, and not being a man is not being it's not a matter of shame. We are also taking that distinction here, and we are saying we want the police to be arrested.
That's taking place outside police headquarters. Angry protesters, lots of them from Aam Aadmi Party as well, who are also trying to break the barricades that have been set up by the police. Well, this in retaliation to what we saw yesterday. Well, these pictures speak for themselves, how the ACP, who's now been suspended, but that action has come only after the rage that swept the country, after seeing how the policemen, the high-handedness with which they dealt with one of the women protesters who was at the hospital and was questioning one of the politicians who had come there to assure the family to see the victim. When questioned, when confronted by these protesters, the policeman hit out at this girl. In fact, not once or twice. He slapped her some 3 to 4 times. And now we are seeing that a lot of this anger is actually also directed at the police force. Well, one, because they did not act in time, did not register the case or follow up or made any attempt whatsoever to find this girl, and now the police is making appeals outside the police headquarters to maintain calm. There you can see police And well, here's what Ranjana Kumari had to say about the protests that are now sweeping Delhi.
Protests outside police headquarters. We have Ranjana Kumari with us. Ma'am, do tell us, Delhi is erupting all over again. It's the same scenario as December 16th last year. What do you think? Why has Delhi police not learned its lessons?
You see, this is really getting beyond the tolerable limit of people, that you violate the right of a protester by hitting a girl. What message did Delhi police send to the nation? That you don't have right to demonstrate, you don't have right to protect a 5-year-old child? I mean, what kind of a message are we sending? And also the police can hit a girl, police can violate the law and get away with that. We will not tolerate it. This is not acceptable to us at all, and also it is not enough for a Prime Minister of a democratic nation to not ensure. Minimum a state can do is provide safety to the women. Minimum, and they're not doing it.
Ma'am, we also want to ask you, Delhi police, as a matter of fact, there were Burma panel recommendations also made. That has been made into a law. There is a stringent law now. Despite that, it is not acting as a deterrent. So you think the law has somehow also failed.
No, I think law has just been enacted. It will take time before the law, but at least police should know what the new law is. If they did not write the FIR, that means they did not know that it is their right duty by the law, prescribed in the law, that they must write the FIR. Why did they not write the FIR in the first round? Why did they not go for any action? And then when people come to protest, people like these, people like us, and you slap. What kind of a system is this? This is no democracy. If women are, state has minimum responsibility, least responsibility to protect its citizen, and you fail in that, and then people come to protest, then you say you hit them, you brutalize them. This is not acceptable.
What is the way out, ma'am? I mean, Delhi is seething with rage. What do you think is the way out now?
I think the way out is to come up with seriousness of the state, to manage the system, to change the police mindset. Look, what did they do in Aligarh? What was that old lady's coming to, what was there, she was there to say? She was there just to say that my little granddaughter has been raped. And still they went and beat her up. What is happening in Punjab? I think the whole mindset has to change, and also we have to implement the law in the most serious manner.
Alright, so anger out in the streets and the apathy of administration and high-handedness of police force, a lot of anger directed at Delhi police, public fury out on the streets. We're seeing protests outside AIIMS where the 5-year-old is admitted and is receiving treatment. Protests outside police headquarters in Delhi. Delhi police receiving a lot of flack for their inaction, and on top of that, high-handedness in which they dealt with the protesters yesterday. Our continued focus on the protests that are sweeping Delhi right now. We'll return after this very short commercial break.